can hear. And thank you for all the hearts and thumbs up and everything. Great. I can see Japanese is okay. No problem. How is Korean? How is Russian? Russian is good. How Korean is okay. Martin, thank you. I can see you. And how about Mongolian? I hope everybody is all good. Ready to go? Ready to go? It's great to see everybody. It's so nice. Well, thank you. Thank you for the emoji. Fantastic. So we are ready to rock and roll. And can you believe it is already Q1 is almost coming in. Q1 is coming in, almost the end. This is the last month of Q1. It's time flies. I hope you are on track of your goal. But anyway, let's invite today's special presenter, our co-founder and the CEO, one and only, our Michael Hutchison. Hutch, good morning to you. I haven't seen you for a long time. Where are you?
I'm in my beautiful home in Puerto Rico.
Nice. Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning. And Eric, you said let's rock and roll. So I went and I put this hat on. It says ROCK, rock. You rock. You rock, Harry. Fantastic.
You are always ready with all different hats. Amazing.
Yeah. Well, I say I wanted to wear this hat because I was listening to some music. Eric, do you listen to music before you get on calls or before you do a presentation?
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
What's your go-to? What's your go-to song that gets you in a great mood, gets you fired up? What's your go-to?
I like the music, the one that we play just before the webinar.
Okay.
It's giving the energy.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's the way I roll. I was listening to music. I was listening to a group, actually from England. They're older.
Oh.
It's called Supertramp. But
Okay.
at any rate, that's the way we roll. Happy Friday. Today's the 7th. Let me get some water real quick. Just get some water.
Sure. Great. I can see everybody is joining up. It's great. But please let everybody knows that we are ready to rock and roll. As Michael Hutchison said, we are ready to share a very important message. Make sure that you invite all your team coming and join us, because you do not want to miss out any piece of information that you do not want to miss out. Make sure that you all joining and you're sending out messages to all your team, because we don't want to miss anybody here. Excellent. And I see all the hearts. I see all the thumbs up. It's great. Please share English files. Yes. So right now, I'm sure everybody, all the translator will be sharing with you a slide in each languages. Let's share that slides at all the translators. Please do that. And for English version, I will make it available download button, so you can download it directly from by just clicking the link. Okay, great, Hutch. I'll pass it on to you. Okay.
Okay, terrific. Thank you. Yep, and then you're going to come back in, right? You'll come back
Yes.
in. Okay.
Yes, I'll be back soon.
Okay, perfect. All right. Again, happy Friday. Happy start of the weekend. Happy spring. We're officially out of winter. March 1st was the first day of spring. I hope you're staying warm. I hope you are ready to move forward and grow in this month of March. My hat says in English ROCK. That's the way we roll here. But don't worry, I'm not going to sing today. But I was playing some fun music before I started the call, and that gets me in a great mood. And I'm so grateful and excited to be with you. Thank you, translators. Thank you, leaders. Thank you to the people in your lives. Thank you to those that enable you to do what we do. Tomorrow is a very, very, very special holiday. Can somebody tell me what tomorrow, Saturday, March 8th, what that holiday is, please? Please put it into chat, and let me see some of your answers. Let me say hello to some people here on the call. I got to put my glasses on. Okay, Nataven, Ludmila look very nice, beautiful. Zaragoza, Spain, Jesus, hola, Jesus, says you can hear you. Women Fest, Women's Day, International Women's Day. That's right. World Women's Day is tomorrow, Saturday, March the 8th. Do you know the theme of this year's International Women's Day? Can anybody tell me what the theme is for tomorrow, Saturday, March the 8th, International Women's Day? Every year there's a theme. There's a focus for the year, and I'd like to see what your answers are regarding tomorrow's International Women's Day. Greetings from Belarus. Uh, Ileana Garden says, give information in English, please. Okay, Natalia says, Women's Day, International Women's Day. Oksana, Women's Day. Stella Jesus, in Spain, the festivity of women. Yep. Natalia, beautiful. Gunara, Olena, Daria, congratulations. What is the theme of International Women's Day in 2025? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me what the theme is? I'll tell you, it's one of my favorite words. It's actually two of my favorite words. The theme is accelerate action, to accelerate action. That's the theme in 2025 for all women, all women, all women and girls, to accelerate action as it relates to their rights and to equal empowerment. It is a very special day for me. You know, my mom is still a central figure in my life. My mom is 88 years young. My mom is the matriarch of our family. My mom is my inspiration. My mom always inspired me to take action, to do what's right, to be an example, to shine the spotlight on women. And so I think we're coming up on the 30th anniversary. It's the 30th anniversary. And I could be wrong with that. Maybe it's longer, but at any rate, we've just got to do a better job, team. Right? We've got to do a better job to inspire and accelerate action for women's rights. It makes me disappointed to know that there's still gender inequality. There's still wage inequality. I've supported a group called Days for Girls for years. So at any rate, I just want to bring love and care and attention to this theme of accelerate action for more transparency, more empowerment, more opportunities. And that's one of the things that I love most about you. What I love most about your business is that we create economic freedom for women. I could be wrong, but I believe that the majority of our partner member leaders are women. And so we're a love-centered leadership business. Businesses do better with love. And for me, I celebrate all the women, all the grandmothers, all the daughters, all the women on today's call. Please make sure you do something special this weekend for the women in your lives. Okay? And so with that, I'd like to just jump into the slides. But again, if you don't hear it enough, thank you, women. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for leading. Thank you for loving. Thank you for inspiring. We need to do a better job. Starting with me, we all need to do a better job for women's equality, women's empowerment, women's rights. I could go on and on, but you get the point. You get the message. Okay? Happy Women's Day. All right. Let's recognize some hard work and effort from last month. It was a short month in February. Almost 19,000 registrations at your referral website. Again, we're consistent. You get in front of people. You find people. Your job is to try and see, are we a match? Are we good for each other? Do our interests align? That's your focus. Bringing good people together. Are we a match? Can we add value? Can we solve a problem? That's what we've been doing together for the last 9 years, and we're consistent. We're consistent. I want to just encourage you to take off, some of the fears that you have. Leave those concerns behind and just, find people, find good people. The world doesn't need another critic. I say that again. The world doesn't need another critic. What the world needs is, we need more leaders. We need more women. We need more people to take action. We need to find the right people. They're out there. 35 to 37 million people get on a cruise this year. They are out there, right? 35 to 37 million people, they're out there. And they're looking for us. And we're looking for them. We just got to find each other. We got to find, are we a match? And so I'll talk about that further. But again, a 50% conversion. Aaron, if you want to come back and talk about the individual, but the premium continues to lead. Premium continues to lead in terms of membership upgrades. Classic continues to perform. And we started for those that want to just get started, want to sample, want to figure it out, want to jump in, want to see how we do. And so I'm so proud of the hard work that you did in the month of February. Again, a short month. It's inspiring. Partners, we had 3,500 partners. You had over 7,000 partners that renewed, that said, yes, I want to continue to make an effort. I want to continue to solve a problem. I want to continue to find good people. I want to continue. And we had almost 12,000 membership free, where we say thank you. Stop paying your membership. And if you're not membership free, that should be your first goal. Take the $100 payment off the table. Receive with gratitude the thanks and rewards that we provide to you, and just eliminate some of that stress of being membership free. So again, Aaron, if you want to come back and circle back to any of the recognition numbers, that would be fantastic. But I feel like I covered it. And again, I'm speaking more from my experience in my country right now. We had an election in November. We inducted a new leadership group. And my experience, I'm speaking of my opinions. These opinions don't reflect the companies. These are my opinions. I see a lot of fear and greed in the market. Our investment market is reacting to the uncertainty of the leadership of my country, and it's extreme. And so I just want to make a comment that I focus on what I can control. I'm really good at that. I get, like you, I get bombarded with questions. I get bombarded with messages. I get bombarded with distractions. I call them weapons, weapons of mass distraction. And there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of uncertainty, especially in certain markets that we focus on in Eastern Europe. In Ukraine, a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty. And yet at the end of the day, I live by this philosophy that I focus on what I can control. And what I can control is my thoughts, my prayers, my ideas. Do I think negative things? Of course I do. Do I think about worse things happening? Of course I do. I'm a man. I'm a human being. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a son. I'm a dad. I'm a brother. I'm no different than you. I have those same emotions. And yet my guiding light is I use fear to inspire me. I use uncertainty to strengthen me. I get better. I get stronger when I receive more distractions. I receive more negative energy from those around me. I'm blessed in this regard. And I look back at my parents. I look back at being an athlete. I look at being around the mentors and coaches. I look back at, my 7+ years with Tony Robbins. I look back at all the books that I've, read. It all comes back to this, what I call this stoic philosophy, a stoic philosophy to focus on what you can control. And what you can control with us, what you can control with inCruises is your effort. You can focus on your energy. You can focus on, again, your prayers. You can focus on the life that you live. And so that's a thematic impact that I want to share with you. If you've been with me, for years, you know that I always say I want to look back and know that this is the best life that I lived. And again, it's the life that you live. It's not the story. It's not the story of fear. It's not the story of negativity. It's not the story of doubt that I live. No, the life that I live is a life of an adventure. What I live is a life of discovery. What I live is a life of love. What I live is a life of gratitude. Those are things that I can control. I can't control the leadership of my country. I attempted to by exercising my power to vote, right? I exercise my power to encourage people to make good decisions. But at the end of the day, what I control is my effort, my energy, the thought process that I think about. And yes, of course, I do think about negativity. Of course, I think about worst case things, but I allow it to drive me. I allow it to inspire me. And so that's what your job is right now. There's uncertainty in the marketplace. There's fear in the marketplace. There's doubts in the marketplace. But I want to tell you what I do. And maybe, Ari, just come back to me and just let me just talk to people here. So take that slide down and let me just go full screen. Let me just talk to people, right? And so you got to bring it back to what is your vision? When you're faced with fear, when you're faced with indecision, when you're faced with doubts, there's 2 or 3 things that you have to have as a compass. Do you know what a compass is? A compass is what guides you. It's your lighthouse. It's the North Star, right? You've got to have something that you follow. And so what I focus on is my vision. I focus on my vision. And so let me ask you a question. What do you think my vision is? As CEO of inCruises, what's my vision? What's our vision? And let me see some of the answers. I'm gonna take a little breath here, get some water, but I'm gonna ask you this question again. When you're faced with fear, when you're faced with indecision, when you're faced with worry, when you're faced with anxiety, you have to have a compass. You have to have something that brings you back, something that helps guide you. And so for me, that's my vision. And so my question to you is to see how we're aligned, and maybe we're just meeting each other for the very first time. But if you had a sense of my vision or our vision as a business, what would you say that it is? All right, let me check with you. Okay, beautiful. Lily, Daniela, what a beautiful name. Lily says, my vision is to bring back honesty, truth, loyalty. Fantastic. Iliana, thank you for your vision. But help me understand. Natia says, help people improve their lives. That's it. That's it, love. Thank you. Fear's refusal. I agree. Okay, look at this. To make 1,000 people happy every day by sending them on their dream vacation and living their dream life. I love that. Okay, Natia, that's fantastic. Natia, beautiful. Guido, enriching lives. That's it. That's the vision. Make people happy. Change others' lives. Mongolia. Thank you, Lubov. Regina, hello, dear. Haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you. Okay, thank you for your congratulations, good wishes. You're welcome, Atana. Okay, you guys got it. Change ourselves. That's beautiful. Help people to improve their lives by traveling and earning money. Jamshid Khalilov, yes, Gudada, who master the road. Yes, fantastic. Improve your quality of life and become happy. I mean, that's it, team. I often say it's just two words. It's enrich lives. It's to improve lives. To make life better for others. And I'm going to tell you about an interview that I did. I did an interview with a gentleman by the name of Barry Shore. I'll have a slide about this, but he invited me on his podcast called The Joy of Living. And Barry Shore woke up one day with a neurological disease, and he was paralyzed. Again, I'll encourage you to watch the podcast, to watch the interview. I feel like I got in touch with my vision when I was 19 years old, and you'll hear me tell this story of how I made a promise to live my life at age 19. And so for me, that vision has not and will not change, which is on enriching lives, which is improving lives, which is adding value, solving a problem, making life better for others. And the best way that I know, in my example, for the last 9, 10 years, to transform somebody's life is to get them to travel, to get a passport, I say it all the time, to leave the safety of the harbor behind, to get on a ship, to get on an airplane. They don't build airplanes to stay on the ground. No, they build airplanes for you to travel to some place you've never been, or to go back to a place that you love to go. They don't build ships to stay in a shipyard. They don't build ships to stay in the harbor. They build ships for you to get on that ship, to travel, to experience, to taste, to meet, and to grow. And so that's the vision. So whenever you're faced with crisis, when you're faced with frustration, when you're faced with being upset and disappointment, with the people around you, and the people around you irritating you, or the people around you, just doing silly things, silly behavior, you go, got to bring it back to what's most important. What's most important is that I'm an example, that I inspire people, that I empower people, that I'm going to honor the people around me by doing whatever I can to help them help themselves. And so that's where it starts. And so for me, being an inCruiser has helped shape me. Being part of this amazing team has inspired me, but it's helped shape who I am. And I want you to be able to have the same opportunity that I have to look back and say, you know what, it was hard. It was a challenge. But we pulled together and we grew closer. We got tighter. We did good things. We helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of members travel and see the world. And I'm not the same person. I'm not the same person that I was 9 years ago. I think I'm more of who I was, right? And maybe you agree with that, maybe you don't. But I say that influence and impact, just brings out the best of who you are. And I hope by making this decision to come play with us, to be a part of our team, to be a part of our family, that we can shape you. We can help inspire you to live and travel and see the world and have a better life. And then the next thing you got to focus on, once you're clear on your vision, is to know your what? Your mission. Your mission. So let me ask, what mission am I on? What mission am I on? What mission are we on together? I'm getting back to the basics, but let me see the answers. What's our mission? What's my mission? What gets us to accomplish that vision? The vision is the why. The vision is what is your North Star. It's your lighthouse. It's your compass. It gets you going in that direction. It's your why. Gets you up early. Gets you working late. Having calls on a Friday evening. So proud of you. But what's the mission? How do we get there? Let me see your answers. What did you write in terms of the mission? Okay, beautiful. Look at this. Okay, so you guys are you're still on the vision part. The vision part is the improving people's lives, enriching people's lives. That's still part of the vision. The mission is, how do we get there? How do we get there? What are the stepping stones, if you will? What's the ladder? How do we get there? Change life, yep. But for me, that's more of a vision. And again, it's very, very similar. It's very similar. The mission is Natavan, thank you. Aliona Blaizi, beautiful name, helping people. Look for leaders, yep. So look, for me, the mission is very simple. It's we make vacations accessible. That's the mission. That's how we get there. We make them affordable through reward points, through insider pricing. We make vacations, we make luxury vacations accessible through starter, classic, premium membership. We make vacations affordable. When you apply your reward points, when you utilize insider pricing. We make it profitable. And so for me, that's the mission that we're on, right? I want to be clear. The vision you guys got, it's to improve lives, to enrich lives, to make life better. The how, to get to the why, is we make luxury vacations, getting on amazing ships that cost about $1 billion to build. We enable people to get on airplanes, to go to resorts, to go to hotels, to go on tours, to go on excursions. And we make it accessible. We make it affordable. You make it profitable. You get rewarded. We say thank you for finding the right people to join your club, to find the right people where we have a match, to find the right people where our interests are aligned. We're together, 1 + 1 = 11, right? So I just want to again say that in times of fear, in times of uncertainty, in times of doubt, you got to bring it back to the vision. The vision is for you to get better, for you to improve. And when you improve, you make life better around the people that you're with. When you get better, you improve. You set the example. You create the energy for people around you to get better. That's the vision. And the mission is the club. It's the right product. It's the right compensation. Because you make luxury vacations accessible, affordable, and profitable. That's the mission. All right? Last thing that I want to just focus on. Last thing is that I focus on what? I focus on what are the things you got to do well in this business. You got to find people. You got to find the right people. You got to tell a story. You've got to tell the story. You got to ask questions. You don't even have to mention inCruises. You got to say things like, what are your vacation plans? Where did you go on vacation in the wintertime? Where did you go on vacation last summer? What are your vacation plans this year? You've got to ask questions. You've got to get to know people. They've got to get to know what's in your heart. So you got to find people, online, offline. You got to find the right people. And then your job is to figure out, you're like a detective. Does that translate well? Does that word translate well, detective? Like a detective, you got to have a magnifying glass. You got to find the people. And then like a detective, you got to find the right person. You got to find out, are we a match? Right? Are we suited to work together for years and years to come? And if we're not, then figure that out. And if you figure it out, that's the blessing. That's the blessing. But the joy is trying to figure it out, trying to be the detective, trying to figure out, are we a match? Are our interests aligned? Can I add value? Can I help these people? Can I help these people? Can I introduce them to the world of our lifestyle? And you got to ask questions. You got to ask questions. And you can't let people's not being a match get to you. You just can't. I mean, we're not a match. There's no emotion. There's no drama there. And then you got to be good at communicating. You got to teach others. You've got to be an example. You've got to teach. So again, you got to find people. You got to find the right people. You got to find, are we a match? Do we get along? Are our interests aligned? Can I add value to you? Can I solve a problem with you? And the only way to do that is to ask questions. You don't have to say a word about our go-to-market strategy. You don't have to say a word about any of that. But you got to find out, is this somebody that I'd like to spend quality time with? Is this somebody that would like to travel, like to see the world? And then I got to go teach other people to do what I just did. That's the business. That's the business. And then, are you guys with me on that? Anybody have any questions on that? Let me just see. Okay, I got a little long-winded there, Ari, but they were getting tough. I wanted to get that information, conveyed. Clara, wow, what a beautiful thing. Thank you, Clara. You're so kind, so thoughtful, so sweet. Thank you, Clara. That's it. Yep. Okay, that's it. All right, all good comments. Yeah, to make it not only accessible, to make it what? Make it affordable, make it profitable. As a partner, we make it profitable for you. We put you, what we say in English, we put you in the profit equation, right? We put you in the profit equation. And then lastly, what business are we in? What business are we in? Of course, we're in the travel business. Of course, we're in the travel membership business. In my position, I think differently. I think we're in the travel movement business. We've created a movement. We've got hundreds of thousands of members globally. I can almost guarantee you that at some point on some ship in the world, somebody is with inCruises on that ship. We've created a movement. We've created a love-centered leadership movement. We've created a travel, vacation, affordability, accessibility, profitability movement. We're in the movement business. International Women's Day is a movement. It's a movement of accelerating action and appreciation and love and adoration for women who deserve more as it relates to gender equality, who deserve more in terms of wages, who deserve more in terms of respect. That's a movement. That's the movement. That's the business that I'm in. I'm in the movement business. Of course I'm in the travel business. But I use travel to empower. I use travel to improve lives. I use travel to create affordability. I use travel to create accessibility. I use travel to bond with people that I love, to take care of my family. You got it? We're in the movement business. We're creating a movement. We're not creating a fear movement. The media does that. The media creates fear, right? Politicians need to be in the movement business of positivity, of empowering action towards things that are good. Okay? I got a little fired up there. I get a little excited. But that's the business that we're in. We're in the movement business. Of course we're in the travel. Of course we're in the affordability. But at the end of the day, we're on a movement. I'm on this planet for a short time. I was called to be here to lead a movement. And I'm honored to be that person that has the privilege and the responsibility to do that with and for you. Okay? All right. Today I'm rocking. All right. Let's go back to the slides. Ari, bear with me. All right. Let's go. Ari, I'm going to let you jump in. Here we go. Talk about the incentives. Talk about the incentives for this month. You got it here. All you.
Great. Thank you, Hutch. Okay, let me introduce our incentive in March. It's very important for you to know, and especially to your team as well. Make sure that you are fully aware and take advantage of incentive. We are collecting feedback. We are making sure that you take advantage of this to grow your business. This is all for you. This is a chance for you to grow your business. So let's get into March incentive. This incentive was actually offered to you all last year, and this was one of the best feedback we have received. And here it is, we are coming back on this new incentive. So from March 1st to March 31st, during this month, every 2 direct partner you activate, you will earn the 1 complimentary partner activation. It's a scholarship. It's a scholarship to start your own business. You have opportunity to choose the potential partner in the future, and you can offer a scholarship. This is a fantastic opportunity for you all. So how does it work? Number 1, step 1, activate as many new direct partner as much as possible in March. So every 2 direct partner activation, you get 1 complimentary partner activation. So you just keep on working, you keep on reaching out to people who are interested in and want to improve their lifestyle. And what step 2, how you redeem this complimentary partnership activation is you wait until the next month. We will finalize who is the winner, how many complimentary partner activation you have earned. We will finalize everything next month. So April 17th, if you are the winner, you will receive an email from us and saying exactly what you need to do to start using these complimentary partner activations. I hope this makes sense. So you cannot use this complimentary partner activation in March. You can use it for April, so you can start working on it as well, as many as possible. Okay, so I hope this is very clear. And what's more exciting about this opportunity is that if you are trying to win, eager to win and be a part of Global Leadership Summit, together with our executive team and all the leader around the world, the global leader who is leading a field, you'll be able to see opportunity to exchange the knowledge, learn from each other, and start building a relationship. This, you can do that at Global Leadership Summit. And as you know, GLS X means what? 10-year anniversary that we will be celebrating together. And this complimentary direct partner activation will be counted towards the qualification of GLS X. So it's very important for everyone who is trying to win the spot to be the one of the best Global Leadership Summit event. So if you are fighting for it, take advantage of March incentive. Excellent. And lastly, we want to make sure that you know this March incentive, every 2 partner, you not only going to get complimentary partner activation in April, but you also get a GLS X bonus point as well. So 2 new direct partner activation in March, you will receive 500 GLS X bonus point. And 4 new direct partner activation, if you work so hard, you get 1,250 GLS X bonus point. And what's more, if you do 6 new direct partner activation, you will get 2,500 GLS X bonus point. You know, if you know very well about a GLS rules, this bonus point really means a lot. You will maybe able to jump up the leaderboard because of this incentive. So take advantage of March incentive. I hope everybody is clear on this because March is already finished 1 week. 1 week is already finished. So you need to keep on working, and please make sure that all your team understand our March incentive. I hope that everybody is clear on that. Any question, please put it in the chat. I'm going to be happy to back to you and clarify if it's needed. And once more, it's very important here. We have to remember we have the phase one for GLSX where you can earn a travel rewards on top of all the thing that we are announcing for GLS. So phase one travel prize is going to finish the end of March. So if you are competing in those categories, MD, SMD, or RD, national directors, or international director categories, if you qualify, pre-qualified minimum of 4 new direct partners in March, you have an opportunity that you might win the travel prize. You must be, of course, qualified to win this GLS, but if you are pre-qualified, minimum of 4 direct partner activation before the end of March, you will get the travel prize for all these points that we have mentioned here. So if you are aiming to be and you do not want to miss out our Global Leadership Summit, because every year we are elevating the experience, and you do not want to miss. So make sure that you know all the rules and you plan it well. And I hope to see you at Global Leadership Summit. Great, Hutch. So this is the incentive. I'm sure you have more words to put it on about the GLS because we are elevating experience. Is that correct?
Yes. The location for GLS is October. It's in the Algarve, the southernmost beach region of Portugal. I traveled there when I graduated from the university, and I always made a promise to myself that I wanted to come back. I stayed in a hostel. I think I slept on a cot, right? I had no money as a university student, but I loved being on the beach, and the people of Portugal were fantastic. And so, yeah, for marketing and senior marketing directors, there's an opportunity to earn 1,500 airfare allowance. And also for regional directors, $1,500. So, yeah, just make sure that you're giving it your best effort. Get in front of people. Find the people. Find people that we can add value to. Find people that we can align. And we'll see you in Portugal in October. Let's keep going. All right.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So again, we continue to have the weekly and monthly activation competitions. I want to recognize a few of the leaders here. Abel Prieto, the second week contest, Jose Buceta, I think they're going to be on the afternoon call, but Edgar Valdera, and then finally Zarina. Zarina, are you on this call? Zarina had activation production of 4,000, and she was awarded with 500 reward points. Zarina, are you on today's call? But otherwise, congratulations to those February top achievers. Super proud of you. For doing all the hard work. Again, put it in your calendar right now. Open up your phones. Put it in your priorities. Go to your reminders and put it in your phone October 13th to the 17th. If you don't schedule it, you're not going to give the effort to go. Put it in your calendar October 13th to the 17th. And then close your eyes and just imagine, what would it be like to go to the Algarve and to go with somebody that you care and love and be to a place on the beach and take a walk and have some time to relax and maybe go in a couple days early and then maybe stay a couple days later. But it's October 13th through the 17th. It's in Portugal at the Algarve. The resort that we've chosen is fantastic, absolutely gorgeous. My daughter and her husband went on a company retreat to the Algarve, and she reminded me of how beautiful it was. And so I can't wait to get back. Like I said, I went there when I graduated from the university. I had very little money. I slept on a cot. I slept in a youth hostel, but we had a blast. I was with my older brother. One night we had a little bit too much fun, but at any rate, we hope to see you there in the Algarve. Here's some tools. Here's some resources that Doug and team, Kizan, Chato, Ada, our entire media team have put together to help you. There's a presentation there. There's a video there. Can you guys, from moderators, copy and paste these tools into the chat? Can you guys put these links into the chat? Okay. I imagine you're working on it, so we'll get back to that. Hey, look, I'm coming back to Japan, Ari. I am so grateful and excited. May 6th, we're going to be able to get together with leaders. May 7th, we're having an Asia conference. The event's going to be sold out. It's going to be limited seating. Well, we've got people coming from, of course, Japan, Korea, Mongolia, Central Asia. But you want to make sure that you get your tickets right away. I'm coming in a day early. And then our leadership put together a fantastic opportunity for you to bond and fortify your relationship with your team in a group cruise going out of Japan on the 8th of May. On the 8th of May will be a group cruise that we're promoting. We only promote a handful of group cruises per year. But just know that May 7th, I'm going to be with you live in Osaka. I'm going to be doing some training the day before. Then we're together on the 7th. And then on the 8th, you have the opportunity to get on a cruise with your team, with those that you care and love the most, traveling through Asia. I've been on an Asia cruise. It was one of the most fantastic cruises that we did. We started in China. We went to Jeju Island. From Jeju, we went to Incheon, and Incheon, we went to Shimizu. We went to Yokohama. I probably missed some of the ports, but I loved it. I loved it. And if you want to go on that same cruise experience, get yourself, first of all, enrolled for the event on May the 7th, and then get yourself booked for this Asia cruise. There's some cool things that we're including as part of this cabin, right? There's, beverage package. The hotel service and gratuities are included. And again, the meals are going to be fantastic on this Asia cruise. Ari, please circle back and highlight what I'm missing about this opportunity to get on this Asia conference, Asia convention with me live on May the 7th, and also May 8th to get on board with this particular cruise. It'll be fantastic. All right? And Ari, just circle back to that. And again, I mentioned this last month. I was approached, first of all, a friend of mine from Tony Robbins said, "Hey, Hutch, I want to introduce you to this gentleman by the name of Barry Shore. He's a businessman. He has a couple of patents. He built a couple of successful businesses, married, has a son. And then he woke up one day with a neurological disease that affected his brain and spinal cord. And he's had to go through therapy. He's had to pray. He's had the love of his family. But he now walks with a big walking cane. And so at any rate, you can watch this episode on YouTube. You can go in and you see the subtitles and see it in English. I'm very vulnerable. Let me just tell you again, I'm very vulnerable in this video. I share with you an accident that I had when I was 19 years young. I I only know to be transparent. I only know to, tell you what's in my heart, what's on my mind. But I encourage you to watch this. Um, and I've had several people give me very positive feedback about it. I was a little nervous. Again, I get very nervous about many things, but I was vulnerable about the vulnerability that I show, the love for my father, the love for my mom, and I encourage you to watch it. And if you watch it and you enjoy it, share it with somebody else. And if you watch it and you didn't enjoy it, let me know. Give me that feedback, right? Tell me what I could have done better. Tell me what we could have done different. But maybe you guys could put the YouTube link. It's on all the major, streaming services, Spotify, Apple Podcast. I think it's best to watch it. I think it's best to see the the subtitles in your language. But moderators, perhaps you would be so kind as to copy and put the YouTube link there into the chat. And again, if you were touched and moved by the interview, share it with somebody else. And if you weren't, find a way to get feedback to me through your field communication leaders, your sponsor, but give me that constructive feedback, and together we'll know. Together we'll get better. All right. My outcome in sharing with this is for you and I to get closer. Right. For you to know what's in my heart. For you to know what I'm thinking. For you to know what shapes me. For you to know that after 9 years, I continue to get better, and we continue to get better, and good things will continue to come our way. All right. So there's the Mongolian link. Thank you for that. Can we get a few other links? Yep. Yulia, I'm with you. I'm waiting as well. Okay, there's Japanese, Korean, Russian. Okay, all right. I think that's all of them. And again, just take the time. I think it's about maybe a 20, 25, 30-minute podcast. There are some commercials in English. You can kind of skip through that, if you will. But at any rate, I'm happy to share that. And thank you, team, for making that available to everybody else. Again, we continue to crank out and make available resources for you to have the tools to get in front of people, to find the right people. I'll talk about David in this afternoon's podcast. Again, we're making an update to the book, Let's Go. We're making an update to the book, Let's Go. I know for the events in Spain, they've ordered or will be ordering over 2,000 copies of the book, which is fantastic, which makes me very, very appreciated that you're sharing this material with those people as a tool to make a decision to join your business. And again, 2,000 copies are being ordered for the Valencia event next month. And let me just say a couple words about those events. Can't wait to get to Valencia. Can't wait to get to Madrid. Can't wait to get to Kazakhstan. Can't wait to get to Kyrgyzstan. Can't wait to get to Japan. I just so thrilled and so grateful and so fortunate to be able to see you guys soon. All right. And with that, Ari, I'm going to turn it back to you. Let me just see if there's any other questions or comments that I need to address. The name of the podcast is The Joy of Living. The name of the podcast is The Joy of Living. The Joy of Living podcast. The gentleman that interviewed me, his name in English is Barry Shore. Like the shore of the beach. Elena Bisinova, thank you. Thank you, Ludmilla. Thank you. You're so kind. You're so sweet. Ilham, good evening. Nice to have you. Natalia Lalander. I hope I said that correctly. What a beautiful name. Nadia, Zena. Okay, Janar. Beautiful names. I love these names. Lily Andronic. Beautiful, beautiful. So the guest event in Japan will be in Osaka. Osaka. And yes, you can invite guests. Ari, if you would put information about how to get tickets for the Asia convention, that would be great. But I encourage you to get those right away because we've got people coming from Korea, Mongolia, Central Asia, all over the place. Aaliyah, what date in October is that for Global Summit? Was that your question, love? Was that your question? Okay, Jamshid, greetings from Uzbekistan. Salam, thank you. Okay, Hiromi, arigato. Ari, finish us up. Much love to you. Happy Friday. Happy International Women's Day. Let's accelerate. Let's accelerate the action towards the love, the adoration, the respect, the gratitude, the empowerment for equal wages, equal representation, equal leadership. Thank you for who you are, what you do. Big hug to you, Ari, on International Women's Day, today and every day. All right. All my best. Thank you, love. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Hutch. Excellent. Okay, so I just want to say a few words about the Asia Convention. Asia Convention tickets are available here in the chat right now. I just put it there. It will be a 2,000 people, the biggest event ever that the Japanese, Korean leaders are combining together and making a first combined Asia Convention. So it will be historical event. As Hutch mentioned, Michael Hutchison will be there. This will be a great opportunity for you to be in Asia. And right after the event, we will be going on a group cruise. I will be on the cruise to welcome you on board. Michael Hutchison won't be on the group cruise. However, he will be in a Asia convention. So the link, I put it there. That's the place where you can purchase the tickets. So hurry, make sure you save your spot to be part of Asia Convention. I cannot wait to see you all there and welcome you. My hometown in Osaka on May 7th. May 7th, mark your calendar, and I want to see you and your team there. Excellent. So thank you very much for everybody joining. And I know that you have invited many people here today, and we appreciate you to be available to get all your important news and update with inCruises. And I hope the March incentive is now very clear for you to understand and to share that opportunity to anyone in your team. So you were not going to miss out this fantastic opportunity to grow yours and your team's business. Thank you, translators. Thank you for everybody who's been here. So I can say arigatou gozaimasu, I can say kamsahamnida, and bayala, and not salyam. I forgot not salyam. Rahmed for Kazakhstan. I hope I said it correctly. I said everything is good in your language, and I cannot wait to see you again. By the way, if your team are speaking a different language, then we will have the second in the zone call later today at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Do not miss out on that as well. So thank you very much, everybody, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. See you next time. Bye for now.